Okay, so I'm back here in the garage, and today what we're going to do with the frame is we're going to tilt it. And tilting is no new thing. They've been doing it for a few years now. I don't know how long, but basically what I'm going to do is take this front part of the frame and I'm going to push it down. And it's really easy, and I'll show you here in a second, but there's only 3 spots that you got to break loose on both sides of the frame, and then you just pry it down. And a lot of people kind of tilt their frames from what is it, about 4 inches to 6. I'm going to go 5, but it's kind of all over the place. Basically what you're doing when you're tilting the front end is you're delaying the inevitable if you use your front end a lot. And plus, now you're making, because the frames are kind of like, you know, dived up in the front. So what you're doing is you're taking this and you're pushing it down, and now you're making the whole frame kind of straight. So now you're not putting so much stress back here on your crush boxes. But eventually, they usually, you know, it's gonna get to the crush box and it's gonna mess things up. So we'll go about, and I'll show you what I'm going to do, where I'm cutting, and we'll go through this tilt process. I'll probably be fast forwarding through it, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. So I've cut with a grinding wheel here, up over here, and down this back side. And if I take the pressure off the jack, you could see this wanting to rock forward a little bit. But I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to come, I'm going to get rid of these welds. This weld right up through here, and then this backside weld right here. Then I'll take a pry bar or one big old stud bar and pop that thing over. So here we go. One thing you want to make sure you do is you want to get a reference. And a good reference, I'd say, is up here at the front of the frame. I'm going to dive the front end down at least 5 inches. You can kind of look at it, but 34 inches is how high I'm sitting up here, so I want to get it down to 29. So yeah, I did the videos on my tilting and I missed some things, so I'm just going to go over them real quick and then show you the upcoming projects on this frame that I've got, and get you a little tune to what's going on there. But yeah, of course, once you're done pulling down the front end, then you're just going to, if you can, hopefully you can see it, you're just re-weld it back into place. Simple. But yeah, it was real simple. Just tilt the front end. It's not really a science, so let's go on to something else, or what I'm going to be doing next. You know how in my last video I was talking about getting these brackets from ZTR? You know, I got them. They're here. So let's take a look. So these things are pretty freaking hefty. Here's he talks about an alignment. This is how you align it right into the packing tray. There's a hole here and a hole here in the back of your packing tray. You'll just put them up in there. You just kind of keep everything loose. And then you'll get, here's the, these things are nice and hefty. Here's your other control arms, which I've got thread all through the frame. I've yet to mock up my rear end. That's why it's still kind of looking like this. But that'll be put right into there, and then, you know, I'll get my 3/4 ton rear end over here that I'm borrowing off of Adam, and get that thing bolted in. But man, these things are freaking hefty. It's real nice construction here, and I didn't have to pay any shipping because, of course, I had to go pick them up. So, and yes, and I'm working on my rear bumper, which is the stock rear bumper, like I said. Well, I don't see the point in going out and buying a stock bumper or another bumper when this one's going to it's going to do the job good enough. The whole back end's going to get collapsed anyway, so whatever. It's kind of dirty in the garage, but I'll get off here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the process of tilting the front end, which is, like I said, no science to it. It's real easy, and wait for the next project, which will be probably putting the rear end in.